Good day and welcome to Good Vibes. This is where we discuss a motivational book each and every week. This week we're discussing the book Awaken, the Giant Within by Tony Robbin. This book was published in the 90s and it is actually very interesting to observe how the truths, the concepts shared are still applicable and relevant in the 21st century. To get the most from this book, I strongly recommend getting a journal or notebook and pen, as you will be doing a couple of written exercises aimed at raising your awareness to the truths that are brought to your attention. So do yourself a massive favor and write them down, okay? Towards the end of the book, you get a reflection of the exercises and you're also shown how to improve on those exercises too. In other words, this book is more like a manual. So use it as a manual and let it transform your life. In this section, we will be discussing Tony's views on decision making in relation to change. So in other words, you want to see a change in your life, you want to improve your life for the better. How can you use your decision, in accordance to your life-changing plans? He explains that decisions are a pathway of power. In other words, you are as powerful as what you can decide. We all have something we wished was different in our lives, and there is always something we can improve upon, and yet we sometimes don't make the decision to make such a change. We just fail at the part where we have to make a decision, and that results in us repeating the same actions we claim we want to see different in our lives. Isn't that frustrating? So ask yourself, how am I going to live in the next 10 years of my life? How am I going to live today in order to create the tomorrow that I am committed to? Now you need to underline the word committed. What am I going to stand for from now on? Then ask yourself, what am I going to do differently? You want different results, you need to do different actions. Acknowledge that different actions produce different results. Pretty simple, right? So it's in your moments of decision making that you make your life-changing, plans, and essentially that you can just shape your destiny altogether. And here's a quote by Benjamin Disraeli. It says, "Man is not the creature of circumstances, but circumstances are the creatures of man." So we are the ones that make these circumstances, sometimes in our own minds. It is our decisions and not our conditions that determine our destiny. So don't be limited by your life situation or a condition that you currently are going through. There's a difference, once again, between being interested in something as well as being committed to it. A decision requires that you are committed and you do, and you follow through to what you say you're committed to. And let that sink for a minute. A typical example is of a casual relationship. So if you are in a casual relationship, it's purely based on interest. How am I benefiting? How is this working for me? Versus if you are in a committed relationship, things are different. Now you know how to act differently, how to be a better person, how to keep the relationship, because it now becomes in your interest to keep it because you are what? You are committed. So not only do you need to decide what results you are committed to, but also the kind of person that you are committed to becoming. You want to be a better person, don't you? Then commit to it. Let your actions reveal what you claim you want for your life. In other words, you need to be committed to the standard, the values and the principles that you set for yourself, the who I am. Be committed to it, follow through. Let a higher standard of living, personal integrity, faithfulness, virtue, all be a set of values that you are committed to living up to every single day of your life. You have an excuse Discard any excuses, okay? Let there be no more excuses. Stick to this life-changing plan that you have for your life, because indeed it is purely up to you, and the actions that you live up to, that you continue to pursue, to reflect what decision you have made for your life. The most exciting thing about the power of decision is that you already possess it. It's not something you must go and pursue. It's not something that you must be trained for. It's inside of you. You already possess it. It lies within you, and it always lies within you. The power to change and absolutely transform your life forever is already yours to take full advantage of if you so choose. So do yourself a favor, be wise and choose accordingly. It's not where you start out, but the decisions you make about where you determine to be that matter. You must start somewhere. Everybody starts somewhere, right? But you must also be committed to getting to where you want to go. Okay? Know where you want to go, be committed, and follow through and make sure that you get there. It is all a decision away. So once again, a lot of times we limit ourselves from this, but now we should be wiser. We should know better. Let us follow through the decisions that we make, no matter how small those decisions may seem to us. They matter. Is this going to be easy? Well, absolutely not. Is it going to be worth it? You bet. Don't start out by being worried of how you will arrive at your desired results. Life is so unpredictable. Yeah, it is so unpredictable, and it has many ways to getting you to where you want, to where you meant to be. All right, so if you focus so much on the how and not on the what you are doing, okay, you may not even take a step. So rather focus on what you need to do and let the how, let life and solve the how puzzle itself. So focus on your commitment, get in the momentum of achieving greatness, in the momentum. Refuse to be distracted in any way. Believe that you have what it takes and see your dreams unfold to reality. You still haven't stopped smoking, though you know it's bad for you and you really want to stop. You still haven't lost the weight, though you know the health benefits involved and you know you really, really want to. You still settle for less than you deserve in relationships, though you know you are smart and beautiful and you know you really want a healthy relationship. Well, get this. You keep getting a back and forth because you are only interested in these results and are not yet committed. You have to make a decision and commit to it fully. Stop desiring these results. Decide, commit to achieve the results you want for your life. It's hard not to notice that the most successful people take a while before making a decision. And once their minds are made up, it takes even longer to change their minds. They commit to every decision that they make. What also stands out about the most successful is that they make decisions easier because, number one, they are aware of what is most important to them. They align their decisions according to their priorities. Know your priorities. And number two, they enjoy making decisions. Okay, they make a lot of decisions and they keep to decisions that they've made. So is indecisiveness a weakness of yours? Try this. Start by making a small decision and practice making and keeping small decisions and gain confidence in your ability to keep, commit and really follow through to the decisions that you make. Then make more and more decisions till you have acquired the skill, and then continue to make and commit to more and more decisions, okay? Make this a habit of yours and keep to it. And super, super important, know what matters most to you. Okay, and let your decisions be aligned to what matters most to your life. Be truthful and genuine to what matters most to you and your life. Okay, now that's also a decision that you need to make for yourself. And I quote, "It's not what happens to you now or what happened in the past that matters, but it's your decision on what to focus on, what things mean to you, and what you're going to do about them that will determine your ultimate destiny." So even in the most intricate and debilitating state of mind, when your mind is just playing mind games with you and it's just hard, you always have a choice on what to focus on and on how things are going to affect you. And you certainly always can decide on what your next step is going to be. So choose wisely. Make that choice consciously, okay? And stick to the decision that you've made, okay? It is your decision. Let the consequence, both good and bad, be yours. Own even the consequences after you've made such a decision. But enjoy that process and make it a point that you're not going to limit yourself to what was happening around you or a life situation. You're not going to be controlled by a life situation, but you are going to make a decision based on what your values are, based on what you are committed to achieving in life. And yes, you definitely can achieve all that you put your mind to at achieving in life. It is your decision to make, okay? Now there's so much going on in this book. There's just really so much. I try to really summarize a couple of concepts. Now this is just a very small sample. Trust you me, the book carries a lot more, and I've divided the summaries, okay, within the week. So we'll be looking at a couple of the topics within the week. So yes, today we're looking at decisions and change, how they connect together with each other. So we'll be looking at a lot more concepts. Please do follow our discussions. I actually would like to hear your views as well. What did you pick up from this book? Okay, would you recommend this book? I'm sure you would. Yeah, and let's learn together and let us share and grow together in this journey of just self-discovery, mind mastery, okay, and being motivated and positive about life. So thank you once again, and I definitely will meet you again in the next video. Take care.